So it's October, Halloween, autumn, my natural habitat, my favorite season of the year. And I always try to do something special. I always try to get in the mood somehow, even though sometimes it's not really that possible when you're a grown up now, especially nowadays when nothing is really that special, like nothing really matters anymore, nothing's really well, let's not get into that and instead get into Halloweeny spirit. I always try to do something special, as I was saying, on Instagram related to the comics I make. I always try to do something because that's what I used to do back when I was younger. And reading horror comics seems to be like something really ideal to start the month. So the only horror comic that I could find was this one. So let's see. I think I have some more, but I don't remember where they are. Somewhere. Yeah, I think I have some more. Not Freddy, but some other like horror comic, like similar to Tales of some Creepy Tales or something. I don't remember. They have to be somewhere. Maybe next year. I don't really choose the comics that I have for the most part at all. I don't think I've ever chosen like a single one. I always just buy whatever I find at the flea market. That's part of the excitement. What are you gonna find? That's why I don't have like complete sets or anything like that. This is number 2, and I don't have number 3 or 4, and I don't know how long this went. But yeah, this is why, because I just found this one randomly. And speaking of buying things, I want to talk about the sponsor of this video, MySpareCash. MySpareCash is a worldwide payment community extended to over 7,750 billion members spread over every single continent already. Tired of seeing all those things and services you really want but can't find a way to obtain them? MySpareCash got you covered. MySpareCash is an easy, practical, and reliable way to pay for any sort of good and service available for you to purchase. It's so simple to use. You just need to pick down your pocket or wallet for immediate access. No password needed. It's so versatile you can find it in any kind of credit card or even your broke-ass debit card too. It's right there. Look it up. MySpareCash is portable and easy to store in any safekeeping device available to you. It's literally so widespread you just need to look under your sofa cushion or your cup compartment in your car. Seriously, look up. Look up right now. Look up right now. See? You got some there already. You didn't even know. You're welcome. MySpareCash comes in an endless variety of presentations depending on your preference or location. Vintage, horses, buffalo, swan, geese, eagle, birds, houses, motherfucking bears, race cars, vintage as fuck, Pancho Villa, football, naked motherfuckers for your beer and pleasure. Anything can be purchased with MySpareCash, from a slice of pizza to a car to your self-worth and dignity. For over 3,000 years, MySpareCash has been incessantly used by an insanely wide amount of celebrities such as Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Judas Iscariote, Emperor Nero, every rapper that ever was, Leonardo DiCaprio, your mom, Amanda Nicole, Enid Wong, Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Mammon of the New Testament. MySpareCash offers easy access and the latest, most cutting-edge technology available to safeguard your investments anytime, anywhere. Join up MySpareCash now to enjoy all those benefits and more, or send it my way so I can buy shit. For more information, look deep down your pocket. Thank you, MySpareCash, for allowing me access to the stuff I use to make my videos. Ha ha ha, what a story, Mark. Anyways, how's this comic? Innovation. Trademark. Nightmares. Trademark. On Elm Street. Number 2. 250 US. 295 Canadian. Not intended for children. We find I really like it's a very striking cover. I like it. It's pretty good art right here. You can see that this must have been a really large piece because you see it's painted by airbrush. So yeah, just based on the technique here, you can judge fair estimate of the dimensions of the piece. It's not relevant. It's just that it's noticeable. It's very interesting. It's very good. It's very detailed. The guy Palker, something like that. Made in '91. He was pretty good. I like his technique. His airbrush technique. Yeah, he's very good at detailing. So I wish I was that good. I've never practiced. I have an airbrush, but I've never practiced too much. Yeah, it's I love the. Who is this guy in the fire pit? I don't know. I don't know. Is he from the movies? Is he Johnny Depp? No, it's not. Johnny Depp doesn't appear here. No, it's not. This is probably. Honestly, I recorded this months ago, around March, and then because I wanted to have files prepared to just edit without recording again, and I lost the file. I just when I was about to start editing, I realized that the file is nowhere to be seen. I can't find it. It's not on my phone. It's not on the computer. It's not on the other computer. It's just gone. So I'm re-recording this again, and I don't remember the story anymore. I barely remember anything. Oh, I'm not gonna spend too much time judging these pieces. Just good, very detailed, very good technique, very striking colors. Everything's nice, really balanced. Everything. Okay, moving on. Innovation. Knock 'em dead with your innovations. I've gotten a few comments from people who don't regularly follow our publishing endeavors, mainly along the lines of, how can you be innovation if you're mainly doing adaptations of other people's stuff? What's innovative about that? Good question. I think a lot of it's really caring about what we're doing, and doing in many cases new material that continues a legend or a cult classic, and pleases Punch to be able to resurrect Lost in Space and turn into the best-selling, best-received, most awaited series in the direct sales market. The chance to work with Will Robinson himself. I don't know him. Bill Murray. I thought I was about to read Bill Murray. It's Bill Mummy. Makes it even nicer. And I'm thrilled to be able to write our upcoming all-new Dark Shadows. Hey, a scoop. You heard it first here. A show that I remember running home after school every weekday in the late 60s to watch. Similarly, our director George Broderick Jr. How many people are interested in me reading all of this? I think that I'm just gonna prolong the video, and I'm not sure if people are actually too interested. I don't know. I don't get a lot of feedback yet. I'm pretty minuscule channel, so I'm gonna skip this. Nightmares on Elm Street. It's funny that it's Nightmares. Is that a copyright thing? Nightmares on Elm Street instead of Nightmare. Wait, is the movies actually Nightmares on Elm Street, and I've been remembering all wrong? I don't think so. I don't have anything right now. No wait, yeah, there. I'm seeing a couple of VHS tapes on my shelf right there, and I can read Nightmare. Yeah, wasn't wrong. I don't know. It's probably a copyright thing or something. Just maybe to differentiate it from the movies. Nightmares on Elm Street. Trademark, Volume 1, Number 2, November 1991 issue, published by the Innovative Corporation. What's innovative about it? Office of Publication, blah 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 blah. Nancy Thompson? They said you were dead. It's so good to see you. Everything's been going crazy, all these weird dreams, and you seem to be the key to them all. This is going to be hard for you to understand. You are dreaming right now, and I really am dead, kind of. I had to bring you into the beautiful dream to protect you from Freddy Krueger. He's the man who's been haunting your nightmares as well as everyone else's in Springwood for the last 20 years. Freddy? I don't understand. Ding dong. Don't open it. How are you? It's Priscilla. Well, fancy meeting you too here. If it's heaven, it proves those bigots were wrong all this time. They do let my kind of here. Give me a hug. So wait! It's like old home week, old friends, and old enemies. So now, my Freddy's not really good. Well, I can't really go all out too much because my family is like, it's late. My family is right in the next room, really nearby, and I don't want to go all out and do like too much crazy voices because I'm gonna go loud and it's gonna be embarrassing. Eternal evil. Eternal evil. Andy Mangles, writer, ToniLarios, painter, Vicky Williams, letterer, David Pity, editor. Oh, that's the credits. That was the credits, by the way. Let her go, Kruger. It's me you want. You got that right, bitch. He turns into a monster, like that Resident Evil type of shit. What's the matter? No welcome home kiss for Freddy. What is that? She's manifesting a host. This should cool your ardor. Is that the best you can do? No, but it'll do for now. What's happening? What's going on? Nancy! Help me, Nancy! What's going on? What happened to Freddy? Why did he dematerialize like that with water? Was that holy water? A hose of holy water. That's amazing. And then we see her just like looking sideways ominously. Screw it, I'll take my chances. And something's okay. So that wasn't Freddy. The tree was not Freddy. It was just like a evil tree. And Freddy's right there, and he's controlling it or something. And she's glowing with power, and she's touching it. Oh, okay, she's gonna touch it to convert it into a good tree. Oh no! Oh, and she drops. Well, look what dropped out of the tree. Looks right, but is it juicy? Cybill. Oh my, who the hell are you? I'm Neil Gordon. You were talking to me on your phone and got cut off. I was worried already because you mentioned Freddy, so I got over here quickly. I'll pay for a new lock. Pay for a new lock. I saw it. Who is saying that? I'll pay for a new lock. I saw you lying on the floor and I think it's him. I saw you lying on the floor and I got scared. I didn't get cut off. Nancy drew me to some kind of dream world. He was there. He was there too. She called him Freddy Krueger. He almost killed me. Nancy, what's in your dreams? She said she was dead, but she was alive in some kind of nice dream. So she called it Beautiful Dream. She saved me from Freddy. Back issues is plus 3622 Jacob Street, mailing WB 26003. Opening terms of information. New listings. Special prices. Back issues plus service. Back issues plus satisfaction. Back issues plus unusual selection. Back issues plus free insurance on all shipments. Back issues is plus prices good talk. 11 November 30, 1991. All books and what's going on here is we see a list of of comics. Ack the Barbarian, all new computer generated. Ooh, computer generated lunacy in the tradition of Grew. $225. Adventure. Damn, computer generated lunacy. Damn. Adventures of Crazy Claus #1, full color for the creators of Flair. Well, a lot of comics that I have no idea about. And we see more. And then we go back to the story. She's alive in the dream world? Maybe we can... Oh, by the way, this is totally not Johnny Depp. This is clearly James Woods. He never made it into the movies, so he got himself in the comic book. Makes sense. Freddy Krueger was always a dream killer. When he was alive, he killed dozens of children in Springwood. Eventually, the parents band together and burned him to death. Somehow, he gained the power to come back in your dreams, to influence them and turn them into nightmares. He kills people in their dreams, and when they die there, they die in the waking world as well. You mean Priscilla and James are really... No, I'm sorry. I lost Nancy to him 3 years ago, along with a bunch of kids in my care. I thought the bastard was finished then, but I've seen signs of him since. I guess I just ignored him because I didn't want to believe. Did she tell you anything? Why Freddy's back or what he wants? I think Freddy wanted to find her, and I was his way to do it. Priscilla and James were just means to his end. Crap. I can't let him get to her again. I'm going to the dream world to help her. How? Hypnosis. I brought 7 of us into the dream the last time we faced Freddy. Then take me with you. I need to go. Alright. What's the crystal? See the smooth. And then we see he's waving it, I guess, hypnotizing her and himself, supposing. Neil! It's good to see you. Where? Why? What's going on? Sit down and let me explain. So, I know this is probably a little much for you, but please try to understand. I was the first of the Elm Street children who figured out Freddy's secret. The more I learn, the more it seems as if this has all been plotted in some way. There's a nice panel, but it's kind of creepy. The art here goes from good, and the actual panels goes from good to iffy. But you know, this person, this artist, I don't know if it's the same artist from the cover. It's not, doesn't look like that. It doesn't say anything that, no way. Toni Harris. No. Toni Harris, painter. Toni Harris, my tocayo right there. It's different. This is the artist from the cover. It's another name. Palmer. Probably Palmer. I don't know. I can't read it. It's different. You can notice right away. But yeah, this Toni Harris. No, you can see that he wasn't professionally trained. He's a self-made artist. You can see it right away in his figure form. I don't have anything against self-made artists, by the way. I'm self-made artist. Yeah, but you can see in his proportions, his angles, everything. You can see that this happens a lot. Somebody knows how to draw, and when they know how to draw and they have learned from themselves, and they usually just draw for fun, whatever they like, they usually draw whatever they like, which means that you don't do certain things that you don't need to do because I don't know, you don't like it. And then when you stumble upon something that requires you to draw everything, like more angles, more a complete variety of techniques and angles all this stuff, you can see that people struggle. Yeah, because this guy's good at drawing like frontal, just like static portraits. But then when the characters are dynamic and in angles, he's not used to the hands here of Cybill. No, it's not Cybill. It's a Nancy. Here in the final panel, you can see the face is really well made, but the hands are super rookie. He doesn't know how to do hands. He doesn't know how to do profile. He doesn't know how to do like angles and stuff like that. He struggles. That's just that's just his style. It's just like it's just the way he was doing it back then. Simple as that. But I'm just saying that you can notice that he was totally a fish out of water drawing this comic, because he was probably hired when somebody saw his regular portfolio of just less dynamic images, and then when he was pushed like this, he just in some panels he just couldn't really deliver. I don't want to criticize too much because I draw comics too, and I do them in a rush, and I do them in such a rush that you can see when I draw something static, some like a single image in a single page in a single sheet, and I can take my time and I can detail and everything, and they look really good. But then when I draw the same characters in a comic, the comic, even though I only do 10 pages a comic because that's the Instagram format, and I only post them on Instagram. Sometimes I'm a little bit embarrassed because they leave a lot to be desired. It looks like I don't know how to draw because they're so sloppy. I know how to do it, but I'm just rushing too much that I don't stop to reconsider, to really plan everything and construct the image in a better, more effective way or anything like that. And the proportions are all sloppy. The the facial expressions are rough. And moving on, I'm rambling too much. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Where was I? I was here. Alright, let's go. Nightmares on Elm Street. Here you go. When Mom and my friends were killed, I was put in an institution for a while, until I was rational enough to deal with these seemingly irrational events. So I whistled through the college studying in psychology and sleep disorder. I was glad to have friends and roommates like you and Priscilla, and I didn't have to worry about Freddie killing. I returned to Springwood and got the job at Fairview, where I met you, Neil. I knew Freddie was back, and I thought I was strong enough to save the last of the Elm Street kids. We thought we had defeated him, but he tricked us. In the dream world, he stabbed me before you can stop him in reality. Kristen was so powerful then. As I was dying in her arms, she promised to dream me into a beautiful dream, somehow that saved my life. My body died, but my soul has stayed here. It appears that whatever power Kruger wields over the dream world has to be balanced. Dreams must have their ambassador, even as nightmares have an agent in Freddy. Wait a minute. You're saying that you've become some kind of cosmic good dream fairy, and that Freddy's the boogeyman? In a manner of speaking, yes. I still don't know all the particulars myself. I've been trying to learn the working of dreams, but I'm still not as powerful as Freddy. That's why I haven't confronted him directly yet. But apparently, he knows I'm here and he wants to destroy me. He used Cybill as bait to find me. Why didn't he use me to find you, or kill me for getting rid of him before? His face is because I've been protecting you. I've hidden your dreams away from Freddy. Surely you've seen me in your dreams. And there you go. You see his face there. A special preview of a classic tale of gothic horror. We can imagine here like the music, the epic music in this song. stage, and the people here being horrified at the spectacle. There's people being and there's people being there's that lady there can't even see anymore, and the guy's like, come on, you have to watch, and some horrible things, I'm guessing, happening. The Phantom of the Opera. Trademark. Innovation. Trademark. On sales in October. So what happens now? I want to get that ugly bastard. I don't care how powerful he is. No, so hatred and anger won't defeat him. He feeds on those emotions.
Fear is to anger. Anger is to hate. Hate. This is suffering.
So what are you saying? That we should defeat him with love? In a way, yes. I'm not sure if it's even possible to completely be rid of Freddy, though. There's always something or someone who feeds in our darkness inside of us. Freddy is evil, and evil is eternal. It's always been there, in every time and culture, since the beginning. So you're saying it's hopeless? No, Freddy can be defeated, but we've seen how often he can come back. Perhaps the best we can hope to do is rob him of enough power that it will take him a long time to return. Sounds a lot like hopeless to me. Neil, please. I don't understand all the whys of life and death any more than you do, but we can't stop Freddy for now. And maybe... Okay, you said you wanted to stop him, so come on, let's go and kick some Kruger butt. And oh yeah, they're entering a dark door, hall something. They're entering to a dark one. We see them approaching carefully into the darkness. Nancy, where'd you go? Sorry, come on down. And she lights up her hand. You see what I was talking about there? This panel here is a little bit rough. Oh my! And they find a murder scene. There's a paramedic or something murdered, brutally murdered, and there's blood everywhere, splattered, in every wall and the floor, everywhere, and he's being strangled. He's being strangled. Where are we? We're in a nightmare. Someone at Fairview, from the looks of things. And this is
What are you doing? What are you doing out here? You know, you've got group therapy right now. Come on, let's go.
And we see that this guy, what happened to him? All his eyes has been gouged out, and he's full of blood. He's right. Let's go. Oh, they're just like nonchalantly, just like going past him, and they approach the group therapy. Dreams are very therapeutic and helpful to developing a well-balanced psyche. Why, Neil Gordon and Nancy Thompson, how nice to see you again. You know, you told me to listen to the children, and I did. I listened to them scream in quiet rooms, but I helped them to get their uninterrupted REM sleep. They've been sleeping for quite a while now. Elizabeth, all except Frederick here. You're not cooperating, mister. No, turn around and share in the group therapy. Innovation, trademark. Comics on sale this month. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. There's Psycho's comic? 3-issue full-color miniseries, a beautiful painted adaptation of the masterful director's all-time film classic, adapted by Matt Thompson and Felipe Echeverria, and fully painted by Felipe Echeverria, and Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire. There's Interview with the Vampire comic book. I mean, there's Freddy Krueger, so I shouldn't be surprised. Anne Rice, the Queen of the Damned. Child's Play? Dude, I want to see that one. Child's Play 3. Who am I kidding? I want to see all of them. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. James Wolfe's The Shadow of Torture. Hero Alliance, quietly. Lost in Space number 2. Lost in Space number 3. Nightmare on Elm Street number 2. Quantum Leap. Okay, skipping.
A lot of blood was spilled to bring you this collector's car set. Your worst nightmare just turned into a dream come true. A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Trademark.
Collector card set. Oh, 120, 120 bloodthirsty cards capture Dream Reaper, Freddy Krueger.
Trademark.
And his victims in every movie, including the sixth Freddy.
Trademark. Oh man. Shifting to this voice.
Freddy's Death, the final nightmare, to be released in September 13,
Ooh.
1991.
Ooh. Spooky. Ominous.
1991. The set also includes 10 specially cards and 2 hologram cards of Freddy.
Trademark.
Vision. Call 1-800-BAND-NIGHT. And now we'll throw in a card shirt.
Trademark.
Freddy.
Trademark.
As well as Freddy. Trademark.
Trademark.
Certificate, especially packaged in Freddy's own coughing and boiler room box. This is a limited edition collector sold only as set and not available anywhere else.
My throat is drying out right now. This voice.
So don't sleep on it or no, melee. Freddy says, bye or die.
You sent me a Nightmare on Elm Street collector card. Okay, the coupon right there. 1984, 1991. New Line Cinema Corporation's All Right Reserved. Freddy Krueger. Nightmare on Elm Street. And the character logo. Trademark of the logo of the New Line Cinema Corporation. And are used with permission. Coffin Design Mayberry. 1991. Copyright. Impel, 1991, produced and distributed by Impel Marketing. Due to manufacture subject material may not be suitable for children.
Shoot this bitch. She doesn't seem to be verbalizing her fears too well. Let's pick her brain. Now, wait your turn.
When there's fire igniting. Oh, okay, so. And then he's the I forgot his name. Is trying to help her, and then Freddy creates a wall of fire.
Now wait your turn. A little off the top.
And he cuts the top of her head off clean, and you see her brains splattering everywhere. And he's like just what he's doing, like just mushing in his brain and her brains, and she's still alive. What's going on? I wish I could do the laughter a little bit louder. I got a little bit more over the top.
Thirst clenching. Who needs therapy when you can suck both souls?
I never linked those things together, but yeah, sure. Come on, turn your back on him. And that face. Close your eyes and empty your minds. I'm going to get us out of here.
Where you're going, piggies?
And they get out of there. They transport themselves into somewhere else. I'm assuming there's the sound there in that scene right here. The sound of the ambience there. There's flowers and mist. Some kind of mist and yellow light. We got away from him. For now. Where are we? Mother? What are you doing here, Mother? Why do you call her your mother? Because she's going to be my mother. What is this place? I've never been here before. No shit. Oh yes, you have. It's just so long ago that you don't remember. Everyone is here once. Sometimes we get everyone is here once. Sometimes we get other visitors who are dreaming of us. I've got to leave in a few months though. Mother's going to have me pretty soon. Uh-oh. And we see besides that we actually get another uh-oh because Freddy's showing his ugly little claws. He's teleporting himself into that realm. Let me prepare.
Well, how touching. You don't know the rules, though. Nancy, dear, you can't stay here. You don't belong. Come back to Freddy.
You're the one who doesn't belong here, mister. Yeah, making hands is one of the most difficult things to do when you're drawing anatomy. And drawing hands from the front, if you don't dominate that technique, don't even try it, because it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good, and it's not gonna look good. Just don't try it. Play with some other angle. Just don't try doing frontal angle hands in any way. It's very difficult, and you need to practice it a lot. Just do another angle. If you like drawing and you don't have that technique fairly mastered, do another angle. Trust me. You're the one who doesn't belong here, mister. You already tried to take Jacobs away from her, and we won't let you hurt them now.
And who's the we that's going to stop me, little girl?
We. And we see a bunch of children in the back.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh, no.
and they're tearing them apart. You see what I'm talking about? These panels, especially the eyes. Look at the Nancy's eyes right here. This panel is pretty well made. It's really good. That's what I was saying. Sometimes you just draw certain things, and you just draw that, and you just draw that, and you draw what you are used to drawing, what you like drawing, and then when you get out of your comfort zone and you're obligated to draw every angle that is demanded for example, this comic right here, then the artist realizes that they don't know to draw as well as they thought they did. That happens to me. That happens to everybody. I'm not trying to be too hard here. I'm just saying how it is. And Freddy burns alive. It's like, and the children's are like, they were probably the ones to burn him somehow. I'm gonna change page. It's time to go. We need to leave the dream. Nancy, I'm with you, Neil. My daughter, Nancy, my daughter. And they've waken up. So what's wrong? I feel sick. I guess it's morning sickness. You're pregnant. Didn't you hear? No. Neil. Nancy, help me. What's going on? What's going on? You see this panel and she's worried. And then I'm not sure what happened. She got into that room and she saw something and now she's trying to run back, but the door slammed closed by itself, but it was kind of difficult to tell at first. Help me! And I don't have anything to make the. She's trying to knock so that he can. We beat you. Get out of my mind, Freddy. Again, there's other ways to do an angle. There's other ways to do an angle. Angles. Sometimes when you don't know how to do an angle, don't do it until you have mastered it a little bit. This is a little bit rough. This final panel right here.
Freddy, I'm afraid you're mistaken. Call me Jack.
And yeah. So we see that he looks like Freddy, but it's not. He claims not to be. Affectionate thanks to Wes Craven and Robert Blanche. And that's how it ends. And I don't have the rest of the issues. So I don't know what happens next. I don't know, and you will not know unless you have the comic or find it online. If it's online, I'm pretty sure there's a way to find it online. Who killed Freddy Krueger? Find out this September in Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Coming to theaters from New Night Cinema. Coming to comics from Innovation. Freddy in 3D. Freddy in 3D Vision. They saved the best for last. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. New Light Cinema. Rachel Talley. Robert England. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Lisa Singh. Sean Greenblatt. Leslie Dean. David Cotto. Opens in September 13th. There you go. We are done. I'm gonna leave it at that. It was enjoyable. It was cool. I like doing this, especially in this season. It's pretty fun. It's cool to see the universe of the movies expanded a little bit more. It was well made. It was the writing and everything had the same feel and quality of the writing in the movies. It was cool. It was good. They really cared. You can see that they actually cared, and they were trying to provide a good quality product, something that honored the original source material. It's good. It's nice to see that, especially nowadays when everything in media is just so cynical and cash grabby, which doesn't mean that before then it wasn't like that. But it was more often than not that you would find things that were made just with care and passion and dedication and love for the source material, instead of now, which is, everything has developed more and more and more, and media since then has distorted into this hyper consumist, politically driven, algorithmic following. Everything's more sterile and meaningless. Basically, that's what I'm talking about. It has to be this cynical political push to just make you a drone, and because of that, it just becomes tasteless and passionless, and you can notice and that you can see how much so many people are just like not really interested. Obviously, also because media is oversaturated too and all that shit. I could probably talk about that in a separate video. I don't want this video is supposed to be. This is recess. This is supposed to be fun. Fun. Wait, fun? I like fun. Yeah, me too. We have fun in common. Let's go. Yeah. Alright, so. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's just focus on the fact that I'm gonna be doing things, Halloweeny things. Okay. Bye. Oh shit! I hadn't seen this part in like about 20 years. I used to hang out there when I was in school, probably around 11 years old.